This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so good morning team in this Databricks Data Engineering Master Program. So in today's session, we will talk about dbutils secrets. So we want to mount the blob storage with the key vault. So yesterday, if you see, I told you we are passing a access key as a hard-coded value within the notebook. But will you recommend or did we discuss that is it recommended or it is not recommended? What we recommended yesterday, team, or as per your
Strongly
experience
recommend.
also tell me, will you recommend hard coding such a sensitive information in the notebooks or not?
No, it's not
No,
recommended.
it's not recommended.
So that's why we will be using a service called Azure Key Vault team. Remember, Azure Key Vault is a Azure managed service. Azure managed means we no need to manage. Microsoft is managing the Key Vault service. So now when they are managing means they will take care of the security encryptions on the sensitive information that we are storing. What will happen when you keep some sensitive information key vault is that sensitive information will be encrypted automatically with some default keys, but whatever keys you like with those keys, if you want to encrypt, that is also possible. That's how securely you can store sensitive information in the key vault. Once you keep this sensitive information in the key vault, you have to read the data securely into the Databricks notebook. So once you read that particular things securely into the Databricks notebook, you can use that values to create a mount point. But how to connect to the keyword from the Databricks? That is the first question. Second thing is how to read the sensitive information which you have in the key vault into the notebooks. There are two questions. One is how to connect to the key vault from Databricks. Second thing is once I connected to the key vault from the Databricks, how we can able to access the sensitive information is the second question. Now in order to answer these two, we need to go and understand the DB utility secrets. Okay, DB utility secrets. What commands we discussed yesterday?
Uh, dbutils
D
Start mount
file
on
system.
fs.csv.
I'm
Right.
asking high level. We discussed yesterday Databricks file system commands. Today we are talking about the secrets commands. Okay. So in today's session, we will discuss quick recap of yesterday mount point using access key. Today we will introduce key vault service. Secret scope. Scope is nothing but we want to connect to the key vault from the Databricks. Introduction to blob storage SAS key, because you can also use access key, but if I am explaining with same access key, it is kind of a duplicate session. There is no use because there is no much learning for you. That's why creating a mount point using a different key, SAS key also you can use to create a mount point. That is what I will show you today. Introduction to DB utilities secrets commands, mount point advantages. So we have seen yesterday already advantages. Today we will connect to Blob from Databricks using the key vault overview diagram. How to connect to how to connect to Blob from Databricks using key vault. The overview diagram which gives the complete picture, what all steps you need to follow. So we will create a mount point. We will create data frame from Blob CSV file. We will write the data frame back to the Blob storage as a CSV file. Prerequisite required resources. So I will also give you some assignments today. I forgot to tell you some assignments yesterday. So but today I'll show that assignment as well. Okay. What is key vault? Secure vault for secrets. This is also known as a secure vault for secrets. To store your sensitive information, it is kind of a one secure vault. Azure Key Vault is a cloud-based service which is designed to protect sensitive information like your storage keys, database password, any certificates and other secrets, any other sensitive information. It provides a highly secure and managed environment for storing and accessing this sensitive information. Key value pair. So in key vault, whatever you are storing, you need to save them as a key value pair. Secrets are stored as the sensitive information you are going to store it as a key value pair, where the key is a human readable name that identifies the secret. For example, when I want to store my DB password, so I need to say the key is a DB password. Okay, under value, okay, under secret value, I need to provide the actual password. That's how key means the DB password, value means the actual password. Value can't be readable, key is human readable. So similarly, if I want to put some blob SAS key, blob SAS key, I'll use it as a key. Under that, I'll put my actual SAS key. Clear, team? And the value is the actual secret material. So secrets are unique in AKV. So whatever
Can
names
you
you are
repeat
storing,
once what is ASCII?
Debrita, just wait. See, when I am explaining, don't interrupt in between. So once I complete the explanation, you can interrupt. Okay, just wait. So what I'm saying is secrets are unique. The reason is in a keyword DB password you have stored, and the password is actual password you stored as a cloud at the rate 123. Again you are putting a DB password and you are saying cloud at the rate 112233. So now if you put the same secret two times, which one to pick? So that's why duplicate keys are not allowed. You have to keep only one key, one secret only should be there with a unique name. You can't store the two secrets with the same name. That's why secrets are unique in the AKV. Okay. Now, if you see, this is how this Azure Key Vault will look like. You can just take this resource ID and the DNS name. These two are important. So this is the place where we will go and store our sensitive information, secrets. So keys are something, these keys you can able to use to encrypt this sensitive information that you have. You need to go to access policies in the key vault in order to grant a permission who can able to read the sensitive information from the keyword. So you can add Databricks, Data Factory. Only these two people should be able to access the sensitive information from the keyword. So that thing you need to add it in the access policies. Everybody can't go and read directly anything from the keyword. Whoever is eligible, whoever is added in the permission list, only those people can go and access the sensitive information. Okay, fine. Now tell me, team, if you have any doubts. Debrita, please tell me, Debrita, who it is? I did not know. I'm thinking.
No, sir,
Any
not
question?
clear. About ASCII.
Any questions?
Yeah, I'm not understand what is ASCII. Can you repeat once?
Which one? Saski.
Yes.
No, Saski, I'll talk about it. It is there. SAS is another type of authentication. For example, if you want to log in into your mobile, you have a thumb recognition, you have a face recognition, you have a PIN, password, different various methods. Similarly, to connect to the blob storage, access key is one method, SAS key is the another method. So I'll show you SAS key. There are some more advantages also we have with the SAS key. I think you attended the ADF session. You should understand better because in ADF already SAS key authentication we discussed. SAS will control read access, write access, more things. But that slide is there. We will discuss that. Okay, don't worry. Tell me. Any doubts with respect to the key vault at this position, at this time?
The keys will expire or
Very good. These secrets, you can put it as a expired. If you don't want to put them as a non-expired, you can keep them as a non-expired. That thing is optional. So when we are storing, that call you can take care. Okay. If you want to make it as a expired, you can make it as a expired.
But default is 90 days, Monday, right? Right.
No, no, no. So it will be there forever if you're not setting up any start time and end time.
Oh, okay. No default. Okay.
The
Okay.
first thing is when you say keyword, so you when you say key, are you talking about SAS key? Or are you talking about the key that we are storing in the keyword?
The key which we store in the key vault.
Yeah, that is you need to set the time, otherwise it will be unlimited. Okay,
Okay.
I'll show you those options. Any doubts? Okay, let's move on. Secret scope. So the logical grouping mechanism for secrets. See, so the sensitive information that you are storing in a keyword, we want to access into the Databricks. So now what we want to do is, now we want to create a one kind of a scope. So scope is, so to make it very easy to understand, scope is nothing but a connection to the keyword from the Databricks. Okay, so this particular scope what it does is it basically makes all the sensitive information that you stored in a keyword as a one group, one logical grouping it will create. So on this particular logical grouping, we can able to create a one connection from the Databricks to access all these secrets. That's why all secrets belongs to a particular scope, to a scope. These scopes are identified by name and are unique per user workspace. So in our Databricks workspace, when we create a connection to the keyword, so this connection name also unique. It should not be duplicated. But how to create a connection to the keyword from Databricks is, still I am not aware, Tim, why Databricks is still not added any direct option to establish connection. Still, you need to go and edit the Databricks URL. Still, you need to go and edit the Databricks URL to establish connection. So Databricks instance URL will be there. After that, this part we need to add. Hash secrets slash create scope we need to add. I'll show you. But this thing we need to edit the URL to establish a connection to the keyword from Databricks. So when you establish, like when you access this URL by editing the URL, so the page will come like this. Okay, so here you can see whatever I have shown you right in the properties earlier. Two things you can see again. Let me go back if you want to see. So here you can see two things, right? One is DNS name, second one is resource ID. These two things we need from the keyword in order to connect to team. In order to connect, okay, what we need is we need these two things. In order to connect to this keyword from Databricks, we need DNS name and resource ID. Clear?
Yes.
Where we are mentioning this?
Is any other way to connect to the key vault without editing the Databricks URL?
No, no. Editing means you are not changing temporarily to access this page. To access this page, you need to access a different URL. That's it. Got it?
Okay.
You are not
Mm-hmm.
really changing the URL of the Databricks. Instead,
Yeah,
you are
editing.
making little changes to add this particular name to the URL to access this page. Once you access this page, you can give the keyword, the connection name, keyword secrets, the connection name. So it should be accessible for creator or for all users. We want to make it available for all users. DNS name, keyword name, resource ID, the location of the keyword. These two things, you know how to take it from the keyword properties. We want to take and put it here to connect to the keyword from Databricks. Once the connection is successful, now we need to understand DB utilities are available in the Python or Scala notebooks. You know, you can use these utilities to provide a secure way to manage and access sensitive information within the notebook. Whatever information that you have in the keyword securely to access into the notebook, we can use the DB utilities. It is also used with working with the files and objects. Yesterday we have seen file system commands. In the future session, we will see parameters, how to access parameter using DB utilities, how to execute other notebooks. Okay, in tomorrow session, we will discuss those things. So dbutils.secrets.help, if you see, it will display four things. Okay, so there are four functions will be there. In file system, there are a lot of options we have seen yesterday, but in the keyword, from the keyword, whatever you are accessing using the secrets, so these secrets has only four functions. First one is the get. Can you guess it? So get means first you need to give the scope name. Scope is nothing but what, Tim? What is scope? Tell me.
Group of keywords.
No, it is simple. The connection to the keyword from
Connection to
Databricks. So
keyword.
the connection name you need to give. Key means
The name of the key.
key means
Encrypt the secrets.
It's
key means,
readable.
for example, you are storing a DB password. I told you, right? Key value pair. DB password, actual password you will give there. Blob SAS key is the key name. You will put the actual key as a value. So that key means that secret name you need to give here. Got it? Understood, Tim? But in the Databricks workspace, if you want to know what all connections are available for the keywords, you can say list scopes. It will show you all the connections that are available to various keywords. Okay. The second thing is list scope. So if you want to know what all keys that are stored in the keyword, meaning database password I have stored, data lake password I have stored, blob storage password I have stored. In order to access all these passwords, so what you can do, you can pass this connection, you can give the connection to this list function. What this list function does, takes that connection and it can list down all the information that you stored. Okay. So these three only you should know, because get bytes both are same. Byte means it will return it in the bytes. So you know, right, in the bytes means zeros and one kind of thing it will return. So get means it will return in a string format. So in the get bytes means in the binary, like bytes format means binary format it will display. Clear? So but we will see, you will get better clarity. Any doubts here? Any doubts, Tim? Okay, let's move on. Blob storage. Azure Blob storage is a Microsoft object storage for cloud. It is general purpose storage. So Blob storage is optimized for storing massive amount of unstructured data. If you see, this is how the SAS key will come. Shared access signature. You will have a SAS token will be look like this. You need to copy paste this token and to connect from the Databricks to SAS token. But if you see access key, yesterday you have taken access key from here. Okay, but today we are going to the shared access signature to take the SAS token. What is the difference between this? Access key by default will have a full permissions. Shared access signature you can control. Using these credentials, user can do what? He can only read, or he can only read and write, or he can read, write, delete, or he can work on only files, or he can work on any folder, or entire service permission you want to grant. So low level granular access control you can able to do it using the shared access signature. Debrita, are you clear now? Okay. So yesterday, if you remember, we hard coded the access key directly here. We hard coded the access key here directly, if you remember. But today, what I am using, dbutils dot secrets dot get scope equal to AKV connection, Azure keyword connection, key equal to your key name, maybe DB password or blob key, something like that. You can keep it here. Okay, the syntax will be little different if you want to establish the connection to the blob storage using SAS token. If you want to connect to the blob using the access token, syntax will be little different. That's it. Okay, are we all good? Now you can see. So mount point, this is the actual code that we will be using. So AKV connection secrets name that we need to pass. This is the connection. Unmount, you know, right? Unmount means if you want to remove the container mounting, if you want to remove it, you can use unmount it. So importance of mount point, you know, all the users in the Databricks workspace will have the access to that mounted storage container. And once mount point is created through the cluster, users of that cluster immediately can access the mount point. Other People who are using other clusters also can able to use this mount point. If this mount point is not available on other clusters, he can simply use this refresh mounts so that the latest information will be updated in the new clusters, other cluster where we created a mount point. Okay, clear team? Any doubts? We discussed these points yesterday, that's why I'm going faster this one. Overview diagram. Today if you see, we have data in the blob storage. I'll take the blob storage key, I'll store it in the key vault. Now from the blob storage, from Databricks, I'll connect to the key vault. I'll read the key. Using that key, I'll connect to the blob storage. Once I connected to the blob storage using that key, I want to, I should be able to read data from blob to Databricks. From Databricks, I can write it data back to the blob. So that's why two arrows you can see. You can read data from blob you can read data from blob to Databricks. From Databricks, you can write data to the blob storage. Are we all good? Any doubts still here? Let's move on, team. Read files into Dataframe. Very simple syntax. Yesterday we have seen spark.read.csv, but you can also use spark.read format of csv.load from this mount path. You can read the data. So you can write data in the overwrite. You can write the data in the append mode. So we will see once again overwrite mode and the append mode. Okay. Now, prerequisites are you can create Azure Databricks, you can create Azure Blob Storage, you can use Azure Key Vault. So if you want to use a Key Vault, Databricks community will not support with the Key Vault. That's why please create Azure Databricks. Okay, required resources are we need Azure Blob Storage. So we need Azure Databricks, Azure Key Vault. Three resources we need today. We will create these three. And the assignment is I am connecting to the one storage account and I am reading the data and I'm writing data also into the same storage. In the assignment, what you need to do, see what I'm currently doing. This is the storage. I'm connecting to this storage. I am reading data and again I am writing the data to the same storage. But in your case, create two storages, connect to this storage, mount it this storage, mount to this storage, read data from here, write data to here. Okay, this is what you need to do. That is the assignment. Everybody understood, team? Okay, try that assignment. Let's see how many of you can able to do it. Now let's start the lab, team. In order to start the lab, so let me first create a resources. I'll come here, I'll create a portal.azure.com. Okay, team. So here first we need to create Azure Databricks. It takes more time to create. Click on create Azure Databricks. So resource group I am giving it as a cloud pandit dev-rg. Click OK. Workspace name is cloud pandit dev-ad adb workspace. Click review plus create. Click create. Okay, so Databricks is launching. Now we will go and create a Azure Blob storage. Then we will go and create our data Blob storage. Okay, go to storage accounts. Click on create storage account. Storage account name is cloud pandit hyphens and all not supported for the blob. So cloud pandit dev blob you can say. With this, click review plus create. All other options you know, right? Yesterday we created, that's why directly you can create it. Now come to third tab, portal.azure.com. So here what we need is we need to create a keywords. So search for keywords team, which is a new service. Careful observe here. Go to keywords, click on create keyword. These are the resource group. Name of the keyword is cloud pandit dev akv workspace. This name also somebody's taken. uat akv workspace. Click review plus create. Click create team. So now if you see Databricks is launched, storage account is launched, keyword is launched. Okay. Step one. Step one, as part of step one, created, okay, Azure Databricks, Azure Blob, Azure keyword. Step two, now what we need to do, Azure Databricks we need to open, create cluster and a notebook. Cluster and a notebook we need to create here. In the Azure Blob, okay, create container and upload some data. This is what we need to do. Third thing is Azure keyword, okay, take key from blob, so take key from blob and store it in keyword. Okay, this is the step one team. So take key from blob and store it in keyword. Once that is completed, in order to do this itself, the prior step is there. The prior step is you need to grant permission to akv who can access Databricks. Sorry, who can access akv secrets. Meaning, see, for example, when you have a bank locker, so if you are a authorized person, only for you they will allow you to access it. So similarly, when you are keeping some sensitive information in the keyword, you can't allow everybody to go and access the sensitive information. That's why step one, before you store anything, you need to grant who can able to access the akv secrets. That's why here we need to add two things. One is you no need to give your Databricks workspace name. The generic name is Azure Databricks. You need to add the name as generic name Azure Databricks. So as my name is Cloud Pandit Dev ADF workspace, I need to give Cloud Pandit ADF. No, you need to give the name as a Azure Databricks only. There in keyword you need to add Azure Databricks. I want to access the secrets from the Azure Databricks, but from Azure Databricks, who can able to access from Azure Databricks? Cloudpundit@gmail.com. He is the user who is going to access it from Azure Databricks. These two people should have a permission. So because this user is accessing from Databricks, that's why these two users we want to add it in the keyword. This is a second step. Now let me go and do step by step. Go to first one, go to resource, launch Databricks workspace. So what we wanted to do, we want to create a compute and notebook we discussed, right? So let's create a compute here, create compute. So the compute is just a cloud pandit, it's for single user. Here very careful, this node is not enabled. I told this node I need to take, click create compute. Okay, fine. So later what I need to do, click on new notebook. So don't create like this notebook. Yesterday we defined some folder structure, right? Because this batch things I want to keep somewhere. So that's why oh, that is in there, right? Okay, fine. So this Azure Databricks here, what you can do, maybe you can just open the node notebook that you created from the user. So this one I am saying mount blob with SAS key. Okay, Tim. So I created a cluster, I created a notebook. Next, what is the next thing? We need to first let's do this thing. Let's do the Azure keyword thing. Let's go to keyword because that is the prior one we need to do. Go to keyword. So what I need to do in the keyword, can you tell me what is the first thing that I need to do? I need to grant the required permission. Go to access control
Access
IAM,
control.
add role assignment. So here I am giving the key vault administrator who can able to do anything on this certificate, secrets, everything. Role is key vault administrator. Click on select members. Who can able to access him here? One is Azure Databricks, as I mentioned, without any space. You can give Azure Databricks this application. From this application, this user is going to access it. This user, okay. Click select. Now click review plus SN, review plus SN. Okay. Now, so what we need to do next once granting permissions are completed, next we want to add a key from Blob and store it in a keyword. So take the key from Blob, go to Blob. It's a shared access signature, meaning instead of access key, we want to go with the shared access signature. Click on shared access signature down. So here you can able to say allow permissions for read, write, delete, list down, add, create, update, process. So all these things if you want. So entire blob storage service, yes. Within that all the containers, yes. All the files, yes. Okay, you can check it like this. And how much time you want to grant the permission. Next 6 hours, sorry, next 8 hours by default it will be there, but if you want to increase the time you can able to increase, because if you want to give somebody the temporary access for 1 day or something, you can simply give the access shared access signature, where you can able to control the time and all. So after certain time this will be expired automatically. So now I am setting this, then clicks generate SAS token. The SAS token is generated. This is SAS token. Copy this token. Now go to key vault, go to objects. Here you can see key secrets. I told you, right? We need to keep it under a secrets. Go to secrets. Here you can put generate slash import. Here you see key. This is the value. This is the key. Okay, this is the value. So value I am pasting here. This is the value. You can't see that, but here you can say it is a blob SAS blob iPhone SAS iPhone key. Okay, I can put it. See, when you want to activate this secret, when you want to expire it, if you want to set it, you can set it from when to when you want to keep this is active. If you don't want to keep it, it will be always active. If you want to put it for certain time, you can put it. This is what I was talking, because some people ask, right, how many days, 20 days or 30 days by default. No, it is unlimited. If you want to set it, you can set it. Understood this? Everybody clear?
Yes, madam.
So click create. Now SAS key we set it for the 8 hours, and the keyword secrets we set it for the unlimited, because we have not set any activation start time and end time. Are we good? Now with this, these steps are finished. Now we need to go and create a container and upload some data in the blob storage. Let's go to that. So go to storage account. Okay, expand this data storage. Click on containers. Click on container. Okay, here I need to create a something called global. Create it. Under global I'll upload, browse for files. Something should be cloud Pandit data sets CSV. I'm uploading something credit underscore daily. So this file I am uploading into the input folder. Click upload. So under global input folder, under input folder, you should be able to see this file is there. Correct? Credit under daily.csv. Are we all good team till here? Now come here. We want to get the code. So that basically helps for us. So let me see. SAS code is somewhere here. Okay. So if it is not there here, let's do one thing. We can copy from the slides. I'll share this code team. Okay. Now you can just copy this code and put this code here. In this code, container. What is the container name we have created team?
Global.
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 You can see right, the container which we created is global. You can give it as a global here. Storage name team, Cloud Pandit, Blob. You can put it as a Blob, blob.core.windows.net. Same container name, you can put it as a container name here. And the same container you need to give here. So same storage you need to give it here. Now, so storage name, container name, everything is fine you are giving, but I want to read it. How to read this? So for that, let's explore the dbutils.secrets, then we can understand. Okay, first let me see dbutils.help. So automatically this notebook is attached to the cluster. Okay, let's see now. So it will come, just wait. Okay. Now you can see right, dbutils.help means it is giving all things. FS we completed yesterday. Today we are talking about the secrets. Now you put secrets.help and execute this. So in the secrets you can do these things whichever I have shown in the slides, because yesterday when I want to take this screenshot also I have taken from here only. You can see exactly will be there. Okay. Now dbutils dot secrets dot list scopes. I want to check is there any existing connection to any key vault. So what is the problem? Secrets list scopes, spelling mistake. List scopes means you can see it is saying empty, meaning the connections to key vault is not available. No connections to key vault is available. Now in order to start the one of the connection we want to establish now. How to do that? So here after .NET you need to put this URL. Very carefully observe the URL is, this is in the comment line I will keep. So this should be, oh, if I put a comment line you will confuse more. I think what I need to do, yeah, let me just put it as a markdown language and let me keep it here. So it should be secrets slash, okay, create scope. Okay, I think create a C also. Okay, let's go with the C is capital. Hash secrets slash create scope. This is what you need to add to the URL to access the connection page. After .NET whatever is there you remove it. We add this hash secret slash create scope. See, are you getting this page or not? Are you getting this page team when you put the hash secret slash create scope? Yes.
Yes.
Here you can give the name as a AKV connection, Azure keyword connection. Scope name is AKV connection. So for all workspace users, I want to make it available. How to get this DNS name and resource ID? From where I need to
With the
get?
Key Vault. Azure Key Vault.
From key vault where? So let's say I go to the key vault. Where I need to go within the key vault?
Click on the SAS secrets.
You need to go to properties. I explained to you that one. Okay. In the properties, you can see vault URI. This is the URI you have to take. You need to put that URI here. Come here again, you need to take the resource ID, copy this resource ID, put that resource ID here. Okay, click on create it. Okay Tim, click OK. Are we good? Now go to the same notebook. So how to open the recently opened notebook? If you go to recents, click on the recent notebook. So that's how you can able to open this keyword. Okay, see it is showing from the markdown, right? So from the markdown it is showing like this. So that is fine, but this is not something which we want to keep it here. So now let's check the connections. So it is showing the AKV connection or not. Now I want to list down all the sensitive information that is there. How you can list down the list of connection name you need to give here as a AKV connection. Okay, so you can give it two ways. One is directly you can give like this, or so you can see right list scope is there. So you can take this scope, you can say scope equal to AKV connection. You can give this way, or you can give above way. Anyway it will show you. See, the keys are available as Blob SAS key is available. Okay, and you can also get same output when you execute this. See, you are also getting the same output when you use this. So you can use a key with value, or you can directly use it as a this one. Okay, fine. Now we know how to check the connections. Using this connection, how to list down the sensitive information. Now how to read my SAS key. How to read my SAS key, team? dbutils.secrets.get. I can use a dbutils.secrets.get. Here you can use a AKV connection, which is a connection name, comma, blob SAS key. You can just give it as a blob SAS key. You can execute this. So it says redacted, which is not going to show you the actual key here also, but it will establish the connection securely. It will pass that. Okay, but if you are giving it in the other way, so there is one more thing called get bytes. Okay, let's say get bytes. So if you say get bytes, same syntax. So get bytes means redacted, but it is in the binary format. It is B means binary format. Okay, one more thing. So you can get this way. So similar to this. Okay, you can directly use the AKV connection, or you can say this is a scope equal to AKV connection, key equal to this. You can also use this way. You can see now also you'll get the same redacted. See, you are getting. Now what we are doing, same here, dbutils.secrets.get connection name scope is equal to AKV connection, key name, key means blob underscore blob hyphen SAS hyphen key. So now you see I am able to keep all the required information here. All the required information I am able to keep it here. Are we all good? 1 second. Why it is giving this kind of errors? Because this is the problem. Okay, fine. Okay, should not be keep it in the this one. Okay. Okay, so this is how to. So some small syntax corrections are there. I'll share the working code. Okay, so now you can, before you create a mount point, you can also verify your mount points is really what all mount points are currently available. How you can check mounts? See, you don't have anything called mnt/global, but now I am running. Path must be absolute. MNT should be /MNT team. Okay, see some corrections are there. See, it's a true. It is saying true. Okay. Fine, IJ. You can leave it. If some emergency is there, you no need to inform him. You can leave. Okay. See, mnt slash global is there, which you can able to use it as a mount point. You connect it to this storage. Okay. So now you can able to use that mount point to read the data. So how you can able to list down the subfolders that you have in the mount point fs.ls, which you can able to use to list down mnt slash global. So what is there under mnt slash global? You can see it is the input folder is there. Under input folder, what is there? There is a file is available. So now I can take this as a my source path. Correct thing? Can I take it as a source path? Yes. How to read the file? Df equal to spark.read.csv, or you can also use format of csv. Whatever you want to use, you can able to use src path. If you want to give option header comma true, you can also say option header comma true. If I'm not saying header comma true, yesterday you have seen what will happen, Tim? It will
That
consider
will
data
consider as data.
header into the data. Headers will come in the data. Okay. You can see your credit id. Okay. Then you can see card type, credit name, credit score. Clear all of you? Now, so one person, I think I did not remember, Anusha, someone asked right today the overwrite issue. To make it very clear, let me explain to you. First, let me make it as a target underscore path. So target underscore path mnt slash global slash, I'm taking it as the output. In the output I am writing out what will be the write statement. Tim, can you tell me somebody how to write same data? I want to write it. How to write it?
dfs dot write dot
It's going right
mode.
df that format of csv. Mode is override, and option headers also I want to write, so that's why I'll say option header equal to true. Okay. Now you can run this. This is going to write exactly same data that we read. Okay. If you go to blob, go inside global. So this is the output folder. If you see, it is having the same data. Okay, same data is there. Okay, but now you see, if I overwrite, what will happen? So for overwrite, I'll take a different data. So don't worry about it. These are some functions I'm importing to generate a current timestamp. Okay, with the column load date, I'm adding a new column. This is my updated data, correct? Current timestamp, yes. So df1 will have a updated data. If you want to see, you can see display of df1, which is having a new column. Okay, so this df1 now I'll be overwriting. What will happen? Let's see. Will it keep the old data as it is, or will it change to the updated data? You can see now. Okay, you can see data is overwritten. Now you can close it. Click on the part file. Oh, sorry. Output, that file is deleted, that's why. See now 8:45, 1 second, just now it is changed. Now if you see, this file will have a latest information whatever we have written. See, load date is added to that because it's the latest data. Old data is gone. Now let's say, if you still have any doubt, I'll delete some of the column which is existed. Let's say credit underscore id column I am deleting. Let's delete it. Okay, now if I overwrite, what will happen? Check it. It is overwritten. Now come here. Now refresh it. 8:45, 1 second earlier. Now it was 8:45, 53 seconds. If you click on this file will have the updated data. Are you clear now?
Yeah, I
Okay.
understood your point, but my question is there is a committed three folders also there, right?
That is
Started two
metadata.
folders.
Why are you caring about that metadata? That is the metadata. That is okay.
Oh, okay, okay. That's the metadata.
That
Okay.
is not the actual data, right? This is your
Yeah.
data.
Yeah,
You need
part
to
five.
only,
Yeah.
for example, if you have any doubt, now you
Mm.
read data from target and see whether you are getting a latest data or not. See, for example, I'll say spark.read dot CSV. I'm giving this path. Okay, I am giving this path and I'll say header equal to true. Now check it whether it is reading the whatever data currently available or will it reading everything. You check it. I'm pointing to the folder, right? Metadata files no need to consider, those will be ignored. See, latest data whatever is there only it is reading. Got it?
Mm. Yeah.
Now if you are taking a df which is original data, shit, now I read this one, right? It will bring this only. Now I am reading data from the again input and creating a df. Okay, so this df data, now I'll be appending. Okay, let me append. So tell me what will happen now. So this file also will be added now. When you read data from the target, you should be able to see two schemas now. See here, some data is overlapped, right? Because you have a different schema files, that's why data is coming like this. But you can see here two schema files. So this is a different category. See, two files are there. This will have a yeah, earlier data, 4 columns, load date and all. This will have the all data which you read it from the source, only from source. Okay, this one we have appended. So this will be the latest timestamp. You can see timestamp also. This is 847 latest one. Okay, this is how you can able to do it. So I hope everybody understood secret commands, dbutils secret commands, right? How to establish connection to the blob using the keyword securely. Correct, team? How to unmount it, team? If you want to unmount it, how to unmount it? Tell me.
dbutils.fs.unknown.
Unmount. What I need to keep it here?
Blob.
MNT slash global, not global. MNT, this mount point, you need to keep it here. Once you keep this mount point will be removed. So after that is executed, you can check the mounts. Once, yeah. So now you see MNT slash global is not shown. Yeah, that's it from my end for today. Please let me know, team, if you have any question.
Malaya, where we can give the secrets here? I saw some secret option in here in the Databricks community.
No, that will be shown, but you can't able to access it. I am saying that DB utility commands, the DB utility secret commands and all will be accessible, but it
Mhm.
can't. You can't able to connect. You need to upgrade to the paid version, then you can able to connect.
Okay.
Any questions,
So
team? Please let.
yeah, you
Malaya,
just create in portal azure.com secrets and then we can directly access here, right?
Yeah, in the keyword you need to store and you need to access it. You can
Yeah.
access it, sir. What the question you are asking? That is what we
No,
have done.
no.
You need. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah, the same question I'm
Please
asking.
practice it if you're not clear, okay? Because we did right, you can able to access it. That is what we learned today, right?
Yeah, yes, yes.
Malaya,
Please
one
practice.
question I have. Let's say we
Tell
are
me.
getting two storage accounts, then obviously we need to work on like the one assignment you gave to us, right? So that for
Mm.
sync, we need to create a separate secret and again separate thing, right? We can't maintain the
Because
same.
you will have a source store. See, in the if that is the case, what you will do here, you will have a two keys. One is
Hello.
src hyphen block hyphen key, and you will put the something actual key. Create it. For
Okay.
sync, you will create what? Sync hyphen blob hyphen key, and sync hyphen blob hyphen key, and you will put the key and create it. So after that, what you will do? So for example, In the source blob side, I want to create a mount point for input folder. Please go mute. See, this is the, for example, this is a source blob. I'll say source blob, and you will put here as a source blob. This is the input container you are mounting. Okay, you put it as an input here. Okay, so you have to read here what? Okay, source key.
Source.
Whatever this is the key which we have given here is source hyphen blob hyphen key. Okay, this is how you need to give for the source connection. Sync connection is what? Sync should be output. For example, in sync side, I'll be giving it as output container I want to mount. Output I'll give here, and then it should be a sync block. Correct? It should be sync block, and this should be a sync hyphen blob hyphen key. Now you connect it to the mnt/output, mnt/input. Both connections are available. Now you read from input container, write it into the output container. That's it. Do it. You
Uh,
have to do it. Level I explain.
yeah, got it, Malaya. My question is exactly, can you go back to the blob storage once on the properties?
Okay.
Okay.
Blob storage property.
Not the blob storage, sorry, Azure Key Vault properties.
Okay.
Yeah, here,
Properties. Okay.
properties. Okay. Here the resource ID and the subscription ID, like these values are not getting changed. Only change we are getting is the secret key. That's where it's getting. I thought like
See,
we can.
no. So first thing is you people are confusing a lot. So please practice it, because why these things are coming into the picture. You connected to the key vault only once from the Databricks. Using the same connection, different values you are accessing. You can
Right.
have hundreds of databases, multiple storages, lot of keys you can able to access once the connection is available. Same connection you can able to use to access multiple keys. Okay.
So every my question, I got your point, Malay. My question is like for every blob storage, we're going to have one unique key. That's right.
No. Why you will have? So you also need to think. That's what I am saying. But you are repeating same question, right? I am telling here same. You also need to listen to me. Source blob, sync blob I stored. Okay, you can store even databases, all the things you can store and access it using a same key. I'm saying nothing will change, because key vault is same. You are connecting to the key vault, not the storages using this.
Oh, got it.
Still not
Yeah,
clear?
I will
Please
practice.
practice it, because
Yeah.
you need to practice it to get better clarity. Any other questions, Tim?
While providing access to Databricks from Azure Key Vault, you have given Azure Databricks and then the email ID, right?
Correct. That
What
email ID is the login ID. So this one, for
yeah,
example, in my account is cloudpundit@gmail.com. This is the ID.
one minute.
This
Yeah,
is the
I have.
ID. Username is this one. Tell me. Tell me, Tim. Tell me.
Sorry, there was a noise from my side. That's why I was on mute. Okay, so what if we have more than one Databricks in that case? How do we give? Again, it will be same, right?
Yeah,
With a
same.
different.
If you have other
Okay.
Databricks, same.
Because we are passing it as a generic Azure Databricks instead of your Databricks
Yeah, that is
workspace.
that's why I have explained clearly. That's why, because some people are confusing, sir, how to pass my Databricks workspace and all. It is not like that. It is a generic name. Okay,
Oh,
you are
okay.
right. You got the point. Correct. Next, any other questions? Okay, Tim. So if no questions, then thank you.